Okay, you guys, it's time for another DVD and Blu-ray update. Now, this, compared to the last one, which was one fan mail sent to my friend from Ken Movie Corners, this one is going to be a lot shorter. I got these from a next door neighbor who's getting rid of some stuff, and he gave these to me, so I decided to show them off since I haven't done an update video. So with that being said, let's get into my update. Comment down below what are your thoughts on these movies. Do you like them? Do you not like them? Are you somewhere in the middle? And with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get started with this. So there's not too many titles, so we're not gonna be here for a while. So first up here we're gonna show is a little action movie from last decade, which I know this is not liked by a lot of people. I'm probably one of the few people who do enjoy this movie. I haven't seen it in a while, but Columbiana with Zoe Saldana. Yes, the case is a little broken and such, but Columbiana, I think this is a decent movie. I don't think this is one of the greatest action movies ever. Luc Besson does produce this. Olivia Megaton is the director. This is a fun action movie that I can sit and watch and enjoy. Zoe Saldana, I think, is good in the movie, but the problem with this movie is the damn editing decisions that of course Olivia Megaton is known for. It hurts Taken 2 and Taken 3 to a certain extent, even though I enjoy those movies. But this is a fun movie about a woman in Bogota grows up to be an assassin and trying to find the person responsible for her parents' death. It's an entertaining movie, not great, but it's not one of the worst things ever. Next up here is we have a fun 90s film that is very enjoyable, and I very much like it. It's a very fun movie, and that is Cuba Gooding Jr. and Skeet Ulrich and Chill Factor. Now, two guys, one bomb, and a whole lot of ice cream. This is from the late 90s. This came out in 1999. This is a fun movie. I saw this on TV once, and I thought it was very fun with these two guys having to succeed and stop this scientist who wants to destroy everybody within hundreds of miles. It has some good action, has good suspense, good laughs, runaway skiffs. Cuba Gooding Jr., one of his fun movies. Skeet Ulrich, very entertaining here, and also you can't go wrong with a movie with ice cream. Come on, it says Chill Factor. What do you think? You got ice cream, so this is a fun movie, and I enjoyed this. I want to review this sometime, probably September or someone, because I am bringing classic movie reviews back, starting with G.I. Joe, leading up to G.I. Joe Rise Cobra. Next up, this movie here. Yes, I know this is directed by James Foley. I know this is not a very well liked Halle Berry movie, not one of the greatest movies ever, but I kind of get some enjoyment out of this. It's a guilty pleasure. I watched it for the first time in a very long time because I only saw the ending of this movie on cable and FX once. And that is Perfect Stranger with Halle Berry and Bruce Willis. A sexy thriller that keeps you guessing every step of the way. It is a sexy thriller, but I do feel like that the writing isn't the greatest, and of course it does go into some cliche territory, but this is a sexy crime thriller drama, so what do you expect? And of course Halle Berry, she's good in it. This is not one of her greatest films ever, but this is not. This is right in the middle with her. I will say it's a lot better than Catwoman or any other bad movie she's done. But Bruce Willis, one of the movies where he actually gives a crap and he's giving a performance, unlike the current now Bruce Willis. We need this Bruce Willis back, where he's actually caring, actually putting effort. Stop with the whole crappy movies like Cosmic Sin and shit, and make a good movie again. If there was ever a Die Hard 6, we don't want to see a Die Hard 6 with John McClane not giving a shit. But Perfect Stranger is an okay film. It's an alright film. Next up here we have, this is only one disc by the way, but still, the Golden Collection of Tom and Jerry. I got, now it's only the first disc in here, but you have 37 shorts. If the good Tom and Jerry. I didn't hate the one from this year. I thought it was fine, but this is Tom and Jerry. I'm actually interested in the Tom and Jerry New York cartoons going to HBO Max. Tom and Jerry doing is what they do. You have some fun episodes here. There is a parental warning, so of course just disc one and just the little guide here, which an introduction, of course, and the list of episodes. But yeah, Tom and Jerry, I enjoyed it. I grew up with the cartoon. I thought the movie was fine, but I do think this is better. If you love Tom and Jerry, you can show this to your kids. Show the cartoons to your kids. Next up here, this is a movie that, one of my favorite comedies. I love this movie. I think this movie is so freaking hilarious. The 40-Year-Old Virgin with Steve Carell. Of course, this is the underrated cut with 17 minutes longer, which is 2 hours and 13 minutes. The theatrical version is an hour and some odd minutes, but I love this movie. This movie is so funny. It's about Steve Carell, who plays a character who has gone 40 years without doing it, and so he comes across Kathleen. He comes across a beautiful woman played by Catherine Keener, and his pals try to get him laid. Basically, it's very funny. It's very raunchy. It's funny. This is one of my favorite Judd Apatow films, and this is one of my favorite comedies, and I enjoyed this movie. There's the disc. I do want to watch this and do a review of this at some point, because this movie is so funny, and you have good special features too. You have underrated exclusives, you have gag reels, you have multiple commentaries, much more. This is the back, of course. Hope you can see that, but yeah, I think this is a fun movie. Next up here, another comedy that I love. This is not an amazing spoof movie, but compared to stuff like Disaster Movie and Meet the Spartans and Super Fast and Breaking Wind, this is one of the guilty pleasure ones. And that is the unrated director's cut of Not Another Scene movie, which on the front you have Serena Vincent as the one girl, who the foreign exchange student, Chris Evans in his very first movie. You got Jamie Presley as the asshole cheerleader, and you have the beautiful Kyla Leigh, who's labeled the pretty ugly girl, which she's not very ugly in this movie. She is beautiful in this movie, and she's even a Supergirl. Even though I know what they did with her character, she's still a knockout. Jamie Presley is so awesome. The Southern Margot Robbie. In my opinion, even though I do love Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, I kind of feel like what Suicide Squad and Suicide Squad 2 would even be like even more if she played Harley Quinn. But Margot's still good. You also have Mia Kirshner Lacey Chabert, the token black guy. You have all the cliches, parodying all the movies like Bring It On and such. This is a fun movie. My sister watched it for the first time and she loves this movie. She loves teen movies and so do I. I very much enjoy this. Now, next, this is the only Blu-ray I have from this neighbor, and it is Don't Breathe. One of the best horror movies of the last decade. One of my favorite movies of 2016. I love this movie. You have a movie with these three thieves played by Jerry Levi, Daniel Salvato, and Dylan Minetti, and they broke into this house of a blind man played by Stephen Lane for money, who has an incredibly dark side to him. This is a really good movie. Fede Alvarez directed this. We need to see more movies from that director because he knows how to do a movie. This is a great film from the producers of The Evil Dead, Sam Raimi. This is a good movie. You have special features, 8 deleted scenes, no escape, creating the house, meet the cast, the sounds of horror. I love this film. Don't Breathe. It is amazing. If you ain't seen Don't Breathe, definitely watch it. That is of course the Blu-ray disc. I don't have a Blu-ray player or a 4K player, but whichever one I choose to get, which I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to go with the 4K player because I have a giveaway for a certain movie franchise that is a complete in 4K. But yeah, Don't Breathe, great film. Next up, this is a movie that I've always been in love with ever since August 2003 release. It's got issues. I don't like the fact that Jason's scared of the water. Some things in the story doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but this is the 2-disc Platinum Edition. It doesn't have the movie, but it does have the special features disc, and that is my favorite Nightmare on Elm Street film, and one of my favorite Friday the 13th movies, and one of my favorite films of all time, and favorite horror films of all time. Freddy vs. Jason. Not the greatest characters, not the greatest movie ever, but I love this movie a lot with all my heart. This is the Platinum Series Edition, which had disc 1, you have the movie widescreen, full screen, the jumps of death option, and the commentary. Disc 2, you have a crap ton of special features. You got deleted scenes, including the original opening and ending, with the commentary, behind the scenes coverage of the film's development, from screenwriting to production design to makeup, stunts and shooting, visual effects exploration, storyboards and galleries, theatrical trailers, TV spots, music videos, and much more. So, I very much like this. I love this film. It's fun, it's ridiculous, but it's a lot of fun. And this is the front. Awesome back cover. I know there's the Jason set, but it went down. This is disc 2, which has Jason's face on it. Disc 1 has Freddy's face on it. The other movie is Turbo. You have, of course, the little DVD card with the scene selection and in the front. Freddy on the front and Jason on the back. You have a little promotion for the soundtrack, and then you have a little promotion for this, which is the last thing I'm about to show you right now. So there's Freddy vs. Jason. Oh shit! I was just looking over my recording of my update, and I forgot one little thing, and that is, of course, yes, I know this franchise has its haters. I know there is one movie in the series where I think it is okay, but you know what? I enjoy all 5 of these movies for the most part, and that is the complete Underworld movie collection with Kate Beckinsale. Yes, John Avenger, I know you're not a fan of these movies, minus Rise of the Lycans and Underworld Evolution, even what you think is decent. Yes, I know these movies are just highbrow entertainment, but you know what? I enjoy them. Kate Beckinsale, one of my favorite female badass leads in Celine. Not the greatest films ever. You have the first Underworld, which is the theatrical version. Underworld Evolution, which is my favorite of the series. Rise of the Lycans. You have Underworld Awakening, Underworld Blood Wars. I will say the big disappointing factor about this is that they're almost all on one disc, and I feel like the other 4 movies should have special features on it. It was separate. Each movie should have 5 different separate discs with special features. So this is the first 2. This is Rise of the Lycans and Awakening. And then you have Blood Wars. So yeah, all 5 Underworld movies. I don't know how I almost left those out. No, I don't know, it's just the thing of being used to it, I guess. Now, next up, the last thing here in this update, and we will close this off. I know that this is not very well liked franchise. I know some people write this first movie off because of its main star. The second movie, I hate. But this is in the 2 film collection. I do like the Butterfly Effect this trilogy for the most part. I like the first movie, and the third movie I think is okay, but you have, of course, the collection of the Butterfly Effect collection, which is the Butterfly Effect 1 and the Butterfly Effect 2. Butterfly Effect 2 I really do not like. I rewatched it a few months ago, and it got even worse. It was way worse than I remember. That's what happens when you have the director of Mortal Kombat Annihilation, Annabelle, and Wish Upon directing your movie. But the first Butterfly Effect I've always enjoyed ever since when I was younger and I first watched it. I like the premise of you get able to have these abilities to go back in time, and you can go back to suppress memories from your childhood. This is the theatrical version, not the director's cut. Even though there are some things in the director's cut I don't like the director's cut ending. It just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. It also sends a bad message too. The Butterfly Effect, this is definitely Ashton Kutcher's best film, even though I don't think the guy is a bad actor. Amy Smart, I love her in this movie, is the love interest of Ashton Kutcher. And the first movie is 113 minutes. It's an hour and 53 minutes. The Butterfly Effect 2 is an hour and 32 minutes. But yes, the first movie is very risk-taking, is a very serious movie, but it does have some moments of humor. And I like the performances in it. Butterfly Effect 2, I'll save my thoughts for when I review the trilogy, because I am planning to review all the Butterfly Effect movies and do a ranking. So, but yeah, we're going off for 12 minutes. So that's my little update haul, guys. All these movies here. Now, in the comment section down below, what did you guys think of this new Blu-ray update, DVD update? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Or are you somewhere right in the middle? Please be sure to like this video, because it does help this channel grow and it helps deal with the algorithm. Comment down below in this video. Be sure to share this video with all your friends, all your social media. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get notified of more videos like this, more reviews and more live streams. Otherwise, you won't get notified when either one of those things shows up. And as always, all my social media links in the description box down below. You guys keep it cool and join the Epictasticness.